Welcome to Horse Stock's production of the Winter Equestrian Festival in Wellington, Florida. What an extravaganza for the entire 12 weeks, and the big jump-off is on Saturday night. There is serious training going on and major league competition for spots on the Olympic team. It was a tremendous event.
This rider named Hayden Frost from Britain or England, and he's next steeplechase rider, and he's changing discipline. 32 years old, and he's just beginning to show that. And I admire that about anybody that's just making their life different, and he's getting good already.
I'm here with Hayden Frost, a very interesting guy in long way around from England, and I was doing interviews with Joe Farges, a legendary two-time gold medalist in the Olympics, and he said to me, this guy has really got the package, and he's thrilled to be working with him. So, Hayden, first of all, welcome, and second of all, just give me like a 30-second synopsis of all the things you've done in your career that got you to this point. This is sort of a new venture for you.
Yeah, kind of a new adventure. Starting to feel like I'm settling into it. But basically anything that involves jumping on a horse, I had to go at. So I started off in racing, started off flat racing, and I got too heavy, so I went steeplechasing. And then I got too heavy, so I went show jumping. But I show jumped as a junior, and it was my first love.
We're here with Mario, an all-time Olympic rider, mostly for Canada, also is stationed a little bit in the U.S., and I've seen him ride here, ride in the Hamptons. Also now he's here in Wellington, and you got some competitions coming up Saturday, a Star 5 and another one for the Rolex in a few weeks after that. Tell me a little bit about what it's like being here.
Oh, it's the capital of the horse world all winter here. There's about 10,000 horses here in Wellington, including polo, dressage, and jumping. So it's where the action is during the winter time. So it's always good to compete here. You know where you are. You can make a horse. And we compete every Saturday night for big prize money. And that's where the horse world happens all winter.
I'm here at Wellington Winter Equestrian Festival. Super Olympic rider Ken Farrington. He's back again. Probably shoot for another chance for the next team coming up here. Why are you here in Wellington, and why is it the place to be, and how are you doing?
Wellington is home for me, so that's an easy answer. I live just down the road. I have a horse farm here. I produce a lot of young horses, so easy place for me to compete and bring up the next generation of show jumpers.
We're here with Shane Sweeten, and he's an Olympic caliber rider, hopefully maybe for this coming Olympics for Ireland. He's ridden Hampton Classics multiple times, finished very close to the top, made a lot of money doing it. Very successful rider, good rider. What's so special about the five-star competitions now this year?
Yeah, we're lucky in North America. We have a lot of options. Obviously here in Wellington, the standard is as good as you can get. Hopefully we can pick up one while we're here. And then during the year, we're lucky to have a few more options, like the Hampton Classic or the Gold Cup. They're top shows, and we're lucky to have them.
We're here with one of the best riders in the world. He rides for Team Israel, Olympic caliber, international caliber. I've seen him win the Hampton Classic more than once, and a great competitor. Daniel Blumen, what's it like to be in these five-star competitions leading up to potential selection for Olympics coming up this coming year?
We're lucky to call Wellington home. So we're at home at the moment, and it's a great place to pre-season and to get ready for a very important year. So year has started good, and we hope it continues like that.
We're here in Wellington at the Winter Equestrian Festival. Carl Cook, a former Hampton Classic winner, and got all the credentials to be on the Olympic team, and he's working hard for it. So what brings you to Wellington, and what do you think about this five-star competition building up here?
Our goal is the Olympics this year, and for any U.S. rider, you have to be in Wellington if that's your goal. So we're here for that, and the five stars here they're big, they're tough, they're challenging, but it's where the sport is, and it's really spectacle.
We have the pleasure of being here with the announcer, Stephen Wild. He's been doing it for many, many years. He's an international announcer, all the disciplines of the show world with horses. Tell me what brings you to Wellington, to the Equestrian Festival, the Winter Equestrian Festival. What's so exciting and interesting to do all this stuff and keep all these names straight of the horses and the riders and etc.
Wellington's an amazing place to come. I've been coming here for about 11, 12 years. I've worked in pretty well every big show around the world. I'm very lucky like that, Olympic Games, World Championships, etc. This is the culmination of the winter, and it brings together many of the world's very, very best. We've got a whole group of the world's top 10 here over the coming weeks as well in terms of show jumping. But it's a great venue in that it's literally something for everyone. If you go out to the other rings here, we've got 60, 80 centimetre jumping for the kids, right the way through to the world's #1 competing here over the weeks for the events here. So it's an amazing event that it brings literally everybody onto one site. So you can see the highest level and the enjoyment level. Yeah, Saturday night is a big one for us. This place packs out. When we say standing room only, we're not kidding. It is literally that packed in. It gives an amazing atmosphere to it. I tend to be heading over to TV at that point as well, so you can catch it online and through various TV channels too.
As the evening approaches, the crowd gathers. They walk down amongst all the different shops selling food and vendors, and there's entertainment for the children. And as all this goes on and the evening approaches, the competitors for that night's performance come out and examine the jumps that are before them. They're all competing for spots, potentially in the upcoming Olympics in Paris, France.
Liz, could you please explain to this crowd why this is such an amazing thing to put on, why it's such a high level, and why you have such great
Yeah, so the Winter Equestrian Festival is unique because there's not a lot of horse show series in the world where you have 12 straight weeks of international competition. So we have some of the best riders and horses in the world here for 12 weeks of some of the top sport. Throughout the season, we've seen 6 of the top 10 riders in the world competing here. And this season in particular is special because we're looking ahead to the Olympic Games in Paris. So this is a real training ground for teams from not just North America, US, Canada, Mexico, but also we have riders here from Germany, Ireland, France, looking to season horses and get prepared and show what they have in order to prepare for the Olympics in Paris.
I'm privileged to be here with Michael Stone. He's the president of the Wellington International. He's hosting this entire extravaganza. It's an amazing event. And Michael, why is this so important, and what do you have to say to the people that are coming for the first time?
Well, we have the highest level of show jumping in the US. We're just really pleased and proud to be able to invite everybody to come and enjoy what is going to be a fantastic evening and in fact a fantastic circuit.
I'm here with Danielle Waldman. She's an international level competitor at the FEI level, has been doing this for years, and she's got experience. She's a former Team Israel Olympic member, and we have some interesting stuff coming up this year. Why is this a particularly important year, especially right here in Wellington?
Well, it is, of course, an Olympic year, very big for all the teams, a lot of individual riders trying to vie for their spot. Teams have not been selected yet, so everybody wanting to put their best foot forward. Tonight is one of the biggest classes of the year, absolutely a big test, and also one for the chef to keeps to watch out on their riders and see what's coming up for the Olympics.
Carl Cook was the first competitor up, and he finished third. Nael Nassar was the second competitor up, and he finished second. Luciano Locio was the third competitor up, and she won the Grand Prix Championship.
Thank you so much, everyone, for joining us. We'll go ahead and get started for the press conference for the Bainbridge Company's CSI 5-star Grand Prix here at Wellington International. I'd like to introduce our top three. In third place, Carl Cook. In second place, Niall Nassar. And in our winner, Luciana Lacio. Congratulations. Also joining us, we have Richard Schechter here with Bainbridge Companies. Thank you so much for your support of this Grand Prix and the Winter Equestrian Festival in general. Luciana, I'd like to start with you. We spoke a moment ago. You started this horse in the 120s, jumped your first 5-star tonight and won. How are you feeling right now?
Yeah, that is unbelievable for me. As I told before, I am with this mare for 6 years, and in the beginning, I just wanted to jump 120 every moment. And then, becoming more, I become more constant with her, and I went higher, higher, higher. And then today are here, in the first 5 stars of the life, and winning, so it's unbelievable. With this such great riders, I was at the Pan-Americanos game, watching you, how people try to learn, right, to learn. And you, every weekend you are here, so fast, I've always watched the best ones, try to learn something, and not care. I think I learned a little bit, observe it.
Niall, we'll move on to you. Alan's tracks are always difficult, but somehow in the end he always pulls out a really exciting jump off. Can you just walk us through the courses tonight?
Absolutely, yeah. I think we could all agree it belonged. We all thought it was quite a meaty track. A lot of officers at the end of the course, triple combination at fence 10, and then another double at fence 13. So it was tough. Alan does a great job opening up the horses and then asking them to close. So in the first line was a little bit up, and then the next one was very short after the triple bar, and he opened you up at the water again and forced you up in the 5 to the next, and then a very delicate plank after that. So it was a really well designed course. I thought quite a few scope tests at the end, which you don't normally get with Alan's courses. He tends to be a bit more delicate. But at the end of the day, we had a great class, and I think that's all that matters.
Kalinka really got her game face out tonight. Can you just talk about how you felt coming from that last fence of the jump-off?
It's always interesting to jump off because there's a different dynamic when you go there. Obviously you want to go as fast as possible, but you haven't seen anyone go yet. And so, the smartest thing to do is to go as quick as you can without being practiced. And the idea there is that you put pressure on people to follow. Now, quick as you can doesn't mean that you're faster. It doesn't mean it just means that as quick as you can. You hold that pressure forces the riders to follow to, make a mistake, get a little bit long, or cut a turn too much, get a little bit missed. And so that was my goal, but I was so happy with Kalinka.
Yes, it was fantastic. I won't forget this night ever and ever and ever.